Hey guys, welcome back to Opimation. Just recovering at the moment, but I had to get this video out, so apologies for a bit of a happening in the video. So this is an exciting video. I've got a review, a very old school book. Old school, let me show you. Very old school book I wanted to review. I realized that you can't actually get it anymore. It's Draw the Looney Tunes. And I got this book in 2007, I think, and I can date here. Yeah, 2007. I think it was available in 2005. Talks about how to draw Bugs Bunny, really, and goes over everything: line of action, emotion, attitude, what have you. And you can't really get this book anymore. You can get it on Amazon, but I think it's about 86 pounds to about 200 pounds. So it's another book I got. I had that Street Fighter one that I did a review on. That was going for quite a bit. So all these books got way back in 2005, I'm going to start reviewing them, and they're just little gems, and they got nice little quotes in there on how to draw and different ways of thinking about character and what have you. So it's a very good book. I used to go back to it here and there. I left it on the shelf for a while, so it's still in quite a good condition, pretty much mint condition. It's got good examples in well, you'll see it. I don't want to spoil it. You'll see it through the reviews. So enjoy it. Without further ado, let's check this out. All right, guys, so this is the book. Let's go through it. I'm very excited. Let's just dive through right now and check it out. So again, lovely drawing at the front. I always date my book. So here I got it in 07. I think it came out in 04, 05. But I remember getting this book. And this book has these nice little quotes. So you've got the context here, contents and everything. Little introduction. The president of Warner Brothers gives a little introduction there. And this quote, I really like this quote. A painter who has found his technique is of no interest to me. He gets up in the morning without passion, and he quietly and peacefully continues with his work he started the day before. I suspect he feels much of the same boredom as experienced by the conscientious worker who goes about his duties without any unexpected moment of happiness to light his day. He does not suffer for the scared torment that arises from the subconscious and the unknown. He expects nothing of that which is to come. I love what never was. Odilon Redden. I really like this quote, because with art, its technique is good, but you want that feeling as well, isn't it? That you want some soul to your work of not knowing, or as some people say, happy accidents that happen along the way. Love that quote. It's full of little gems, this book. Basic elements of drawing cartoon characters. The world of characters and art, chapter 1, right? Secrets. We have no secrets. So the book has all these little quotes in blue that you can go over. And it just gives a little history of cartoon. The art of cartoon is the art of exaggeration, same as animation, right? We're exaggerating everything. All art communicates the worldview or perspective of the artist, whose purpose may be to inform, instruct, amuse, inspire, or satirize. The artist will use the tools of the art to communicate this message graphically, for filmmaking, for what have you, isn't it? So, see all these old school sketches here. Again, this first few pages, it talks about misconceptions. Real artists don't do cartoons, so it gives a little bit about that. Because back in those days, it was seen as a very low state of art. But what they don't know is that as a cartoonist, you need to know about anatomy and stuff like that. So, real artists know about anatomy, so it's all relative. It is just as good cartoon as doing. So it is just as important to learn anatomy to be a good cartoonist, I guess. What we got here? Cartooning is easy. Misconceptions they give you here. This is a good one. Painting's easy when you don't know anything, but very difficult when you do. Misconceptions, cartoons are for kids. Well, we know that's not true, is it? Simpsons is a perfect example of that. Every child is an artist. The problem is how to remain an artist once he grows up. As we get older, I guess our ego's kicking, right? When we're younger, it's not there. Especially when we're babies. We got some more drawing. What we got here? Chapter 2, getting started. So we'll just go through, just gives you, what's this, stop, listen. So it's talking about characters here. Stop, look, and listen to characters. So cartoons are drawn in simple lines that are strong enough to evoke a variety of emotions, attitudes, and impressions. Again, same, a cartoon is talking the same things about animation, isn't it? You've got a character, you're giving it a personality, you know, how tall is it? What does it like? What doesn't it like? What's his personality like? What's his habits like? So it all comes from the root. So it's good stuff to go over. The mechanics of drawing. All drawings originate in the mind. It is then executed through the arm and hand. You have a picture in your mind, your will to act kicks in, and your arms and hand begin to move. Notice that this physical energy has to pass through 4 major intersections: the shoulder, the elbow, the wrist, and the fingers. So these little notes are gems as well, you can check out. I'm just going through like all these. Check this out. Any sports. This is a good one. So any sports requires many years of devoted practice before someone is proficient in it. For instance, in sport or fencing, hours and hours is spent learning the essentials of the thrust, parry. But in competition, the true fencing champion must divorce himself from his mind and open himself to the feeling, so it being second nature basically. He must feel the blade of the opponent and sense the direction of the angle of the next attacks. He cannot parry a thrust if he concentrates on his opponent's individual moves. He must become part of the rhythm, part of the dance fencing. So too in drawing, if we think too much, we are lost. So staying loose and what have you, this is the kind of stuff they're talking about. We overthink, isn't it? That's what it is. So you may be familiar with this line of action, all the animators out there, artists as well. So again, it just talks about character design and energy, you know, how the line of action is going through each drawing to give that kind of force, as we call it. Again, examples here to show some strong emotions, lines. Very good to practice, just these little doodles of lines, stickman drawings. How to draw comics the Marvel way is a good book as well. Again, it's literally just practicing lines. S's and C shapes, reversals. Rough, very rough, but loose. You know exactly what's happening there. It's amazing with just these simple lines, you can create emotion. Dancing, you know straight away that's like a ballet. You know, the force, the actual force of the line is amazing. It's just coming out there. Oh, this is really good as well. So this, like when you have 2 characters, you're seeing everything as one flow, which is brilliant. And it's the same thing as animation. When you're animating 2 characters, you're trying to carry that line of action going through both characters. You're essentially seeing the whole character as one, which is nice here. You know what they're giving this example. Great examples in here. Again, the whole character's here, but it's a flow going through. Expression, rhythm, and movement. Let's check these out. So here you can see the line of actions, the expression going through, and here as well, just arcing up. Nice solid walk there. Different examples they're giving. You ain't got a thing if you ain't got that swing. These are cool too. Just different examples of, they emphasize a lot on lines and rhythm. You know, trying to get that through. You can really, really exaggerate pushing these poses, you know. You got this S happening here, but then you got this straight line here. You got this force here, and the arms coming back. Straight force there. Everything's going that way. Really, really like these examples. Here too, balance is so important, you know. You see this character is not off balance. Just nice, simple, little drawings, little tips they give you here that you can check out, you know. You can just pause the video and have a look. I'm sure it'll be clear enough. It's just a fun book to go through, you know. It's not available anymore. Like I've seen it. It's ranging from 80. It's another book I got which is ranging from 84 to £200, nearly $300. The skeleton, right? So again, it goes in again deeper into the skeleton of the character, the anatomy, which is so important as well. Force, building the body's mass. So now it's moving into the actual flesh of the body, you know, pretty much like a Bridgman style wedging. Talking about, what's this? Did you know that geometric solids contain life? Imagine a two-dimensional square. Now imagine a three-dimensional square. What's the difference? The three-dimensional square has a potential for life. Yeah, you can turn that around, move it around, isn't it? Again, here you're seeing volume, right? Here, going up and down, squash and stretch. Head. And then they're relating that to the head of different characters. Volume here as well, adding these little lines to add a bit of volume to the body, give it that three-dimensional feel. Boxes, again, Bridgman style, right? Breaking it down into simple shapes. Lovely breakdown there. These are great examples, even to just like practice, draw. Just gives you an understanding of anatomy in terms of shapes. Again, here too. Wabbit one, Wabbit Hunter. Shapes, lines, a lot, as you can see through the books, a lot is to do with the line of actions. So it's a good step-by-step it's going through, showing you how to construct a character. And I love these little sketches they have in here as well. If you want to create a design that pops off the page, draw with exclamation points. Don't draw a character that is sort of happy or sort of sad or sort of angry. Draw a character that is happy, sad, or angry. So really push that emotion. Same as animation. When you're expressing an emotion, you want to really just solidly do that facial expression or body expression. So you want to go all out 100%, not inwards. So great little points that relate to animation. Attitude, it's all on the attitude, showing that, because you want to know what the character is thinking. You want the audience to know what the character is thinking. Strike a pose and hold it. Holding poses like we talked about in animation. Some of the animations I've been showing and teaching. Different facial expressions, eyes. The eyes have it, as they say. Pixar's very big on the eyes. The eyes show all the emotion, what the character's thinking. And then we go into what's this? Chapter 8, composition and staging, which is part of the principles of animation, appeal, staging, as we have the 3/4 rule, golden section, composition we talk about. So there's so much to learn about. Color theory, this is good as well. Establishing major geometrical masses to establish your design dynamics. Storyboarding, this is very good for storyboarding, you see, as you can see here, storyboarding. You know, again, showing the line of action through all of the characters. Composition here. Like here, it's very equally spaced, right? And they're all up ahead. But here it's very equally spaced, right? But here they're coming in a bit closer. So different types of compositions. Perspective. Good ideas for storytelling, storyboarding. Excuse me. Perspective, which is another one. So this is more to do with the landscapes. But check this out. The book has these folded, which I think are so cool. Check this. Look at this. This is brilliant. Look at this. It comes in. They're like a background they use, right, for some of their films. Again, here too, we got nice examples. I haven't seen this book in ages. It's so brand new as well now. The condition is mint. So let's just check this out. Poultry King, Special Farmer. This is just like a little background. Really cool stuff. So there's all these examples you get in here. It's just so nice. Could use this as a mood board, I guess. What is this? Looks like, yeah, London. So there's all these lovely little hide formula, all these lovely little drawings, very simple, cartoony, blocked out. Lovely, lovely to see though. Cartoon backgrounds. What's this? The haunted house. Wow, look at that. That's nice. Very nice, very nice. What else we have here? What is this? Gargoyles? Something. Look at that. Paris, Eiffel Tower. And then you've got these characters at the end. So it's really nice examples in there. Horizon line, vanishing point, talking about perspective there, drawing in perspective. How to see them, now you see them, how to see them, how you don't. Draw a line at the top and work from there. Draw true lines. Do little exercises in making boxes, foreshortening. The free vanishing points they talk about. Clean up, number 10. So this is more traditional animation it talks about, but obviously the principles are the same. So if we go through, it talks about cleaning up the character. So you're roughly adding in all the detail and then you're slowly cleaning up, which happens at the end once you get the design down solid. And then here you have an example, perfect example, right? And then you've got acetate paper here. This is so cool. This is the animation paper they use. So this is a rough sketch and look at this. Then what they do is they clean it up a bit. So it's like more or less final. And then they finally just draw it. So it's exact. Lovely, look at that. Lovely quality this is. Here too, look at this. These are priceless. So you can see the example there. It's all a rough design. Again here too, rough design. And then clean up. Here as well, rough. This is probably my favorite part of the book, all these nice clean drawings. Even these are nice, but you know, cleaned up. It's awesome. That as well, proper clean up. Just brings it all together, doesn't it? Let's move it a bit this way. How to draw Bugs Bunny. So I think this is a little, what's up, Doc? It's a little example they give, so you can follow along. Let's check this out. Or they just talk about it really, yeah. The body ratios and proportions. Again, going through the proportions here with the character, upper, lower body, for cartoons, I guess. Then it goes back to the basics of shapes, geometry. As we explained earlier, you have to think three-dimensional when you draw cartoons or you won't be able to express their loveliness. Bugs Bunny's body is basically made up of cylinders and ovals. The body, arm, legs and ears are cylinders and the head, tail, feet are ovals. So it's breaking down into these shapes that make it easier to draw. The head, face and ears. So then just doing little exercises like this is great. Just for practice. As long as you're having fun. Everyone started off doing what's that phrase? See monkey, do monkey. They copied their favorite artist, didn't they? Then they found their own style. Again, the oval, working around it. Ears to you, kid. Shadings here. Just breaking it down, dividing it into 4 different sections, isn't it? Arms, legs, and tails. So now it talks, it's nice, it breaks it down, talks about the arms, talks about different flows going through. Like this kind of stuff, like the lines coming past this line and this forearm coming here to show that this arm is in front of the forearm. Or if you wanted it the other way around, you'd put the line here and put the arm, the upper arm line, the forearm line, you'd bring it here, right? And then you'd stop the upper arm line there. So little things like that. Here's a good example. See, the forearm line comes forward, then the arm line is behind. So you know that the forearm is in front. Little things like that. I remember a friend telling me about this and it made all the difference. Hands, which can be quite difficult, right? But it's broken down to line of action, blocks, and then the mass. I'm still learning to draw as well, so it's all fascinating for me. Like to draw seriously. Like these feet, cute little basic blocks. The tail, so it's broken. All right, so at the end, it's been a while since I've seen this, but at the end, it's basically breaking down the whole character that you can draw Bugs Bunny, which is pretty cool. So you can follow along. It's got exercise as well. Don't be starstruck, get a bunch of white paper, a few soft pencils, 4B, 6B, no erasers, rather than trying to draw Bugs Bunny accurately, exaggerate your... Yeah, it talks about, it's basically saying don't be scared. You see a blank piece of paper, just draw on it, don't worry, it doesn't matter. Chuck Berry said, what did he say? You got 500,000 bad drawings in you. After that, you got another 500,000, which means you just have to keep going, isn't it? Get all those drawings out. That's all, folks. And then, yeah, so it ends with the exercise of drawing Bugs Bunny. That's brilliant. Okay, guys, so yeah, this is it. This end book was all about Bugs Bunny. At the end, the exercise was about just talking about Bugs Bunny and how to draw him, which is cool, having fun with that exercise. And yeah, apart from that, that is the book. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed that review of this book. Very nice book, brilliant book. If you can get it, if you can fork it out, the money, I really like it, just to have it as an art collection there. But yeah, that was one of the reviews. I haven't done one of these reviews for a while, so thought I'd do one. I'll do some more as well. But yeah, apart from that, animation tutorials are coming out. There's an animation I did of a character picking up, it's an animation mental rig. Character walking up to a guitar and just picking it up. It was a little test that I did, so I'll put that out and break down how I did that from reference to blocking to polishing. So, all right, guys, apart from that, I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Again, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share and help my channel. Thank you for all your support, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy animating, stay healthy, carry on training, and I'll give you an update on my fitness journeys too. I'm going through muscle building at the moment, but it will probably take another year for that. But I'll update you as I go. A couple of months in, I'll update you with that as well. So thank you for all your support as well. So I'll see you in the next video. Take care, stay healthy.